Hey guys, what's up? So, I was asked if I could do a video just updating my walk with Christ and just giving some information on what it's been like lately because I haven't posted in a while. And yeah, I've just been getting asked a couple questions like that, so I thought I would just address it here and do another video since I haven't in a while. Well, first and foremost, I hope you guys are having a great day and getting everything done that you want done. But as far as my walk, so I've been in a season of waiting and preparation and growth. The past couple months, 2 months ago, I started my own business. And I am working as a permanent makeup artist, doing microblading, which I might do another video on here, doing that, like explaining microblading and all that stuff. So I started my own business. It was really busy at first, like I got so many clients. Then it's been slowing down a little bit, which is not very good, but it's okay, trusting in the Lord. And yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what the next step is for that, and I've been trying to trust God with that, like where am I supposed to be? I've been debating whether or not I want to continue on and get my esthetician license, which is a skincare specialist. You can work in a salon and do makeup, because I'm also a makeup artist, but I can't legally work in a salon unless I have a cosmetology or esthetician license. So there's cosmetology, and cosmetology is like hair and nails, and esthetician is more like skin, like facials, waxing, and chemical peels, more of like the skin side of it. And it's just really good to have that underneath like any other thing that you're doing in a salon, just because it helps you with legal reasons and just experience and all that good stuff. So I've been thinking about that lately, and I'm not sure if that's the road that I'm supposed to be on. I am working in the beauty industry as a semi-permanent makeup artist, and regular makeup artist. And I've just been wondering if that's the next step for me. Like, is that what you have for me, God? Do you want me to do that? Because I know that I have a calling on my life for some type of worship ministry, because I sing and I help lead worship at my church, and I write like crazy. I am a crazy writer. I have like 2 albums written already. I haven't recorded anything because I've been waiting on the Lord's timing, and I've been waiting for everything to fall into place, because I just haven't had peace about saying yes to certain people with all that stuff yet. And I know that there's a calling on my life for that, because I love evangelizing, I love spreading the gospel, I love preaching, I love talking about it. So I have this channel, and all that kinds of stuff. And that's where my heart's at. Like my heart, my channel with Christ, that's where it's at. Like that's what I long to do long term. I just want to make sure that I'm not combining like career and calling together too much, because I know sometimes whenever you do that, you expect certain things from Christ that, it's like that wasn't your will. That wasn't the will that He has for your life. So I just want to encourage whoever's watching this to just be content in the waiting season that you're in. It might be a waiting season for a relationship. It might be a waiting season for a job change. It might be a waiting season someone in your family is suffering from an illness that God's not curing, and it's like why, But throughout the Bible, we're encouraged and shown by different stories to wait. And to just be patient and to go forward. Like in the book of Esther, Esther was brave and she went forward, and it's like sometimes we have to go forward and just be brave and trust that God is God and that we are the human. It's so important to do that. I think that sometimes we can get ahead of ourselves. Like I do that. So I get ahead of myself all the time. Like I have to have like a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way through the alphabet. I have to have a plan, because in my head, if I am planning something, well then if God doesn't answer my prayer, or like sorry God, or if like I'm not listening to Him or whatever, it's like, oh, at least I'll have a plan. I can force away. And I just want to encourage you not to do that. And I know I need to take my own advice too. But literally, guys, like that's what I want. Like, and that's an update with my walk with Christ is I just want to be where he wants me to be, and I know he's calling me in some type of ministry. And like, I went to go visit my friend in Virginia at Liberty University last week, and she because she goes there, and it was just an amazing experience. And I just love like the music programs there and all that stuff, but it's like, I don't know if God really wants me to go to school for that, because it's like I already have like a career pathway, and there's just so many different routes that can be taken with all that stuff. So I encourage you, if you're in this season right now, maybe you're in a season of growth right now, or maybe you're in a season of patience, of waiting. I just encourage you to just be patient with the Lord and ask him, God, what do you want me to do next? Because like I said earlier, like sometimes we get so ingrained in, I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna create my own path. I'm gonna do it. When really, it's like, sometimes if we just try to do that stuff, certain doors will open, certain doors will close, and ask God to close the doors for you. That's what I've been praying for throughout this whole journey, is God, make it so clear, like, slam this door shut literally in my face if you don't want me to do it, because I don't want to be outside of the will that you have for my life. And that's something that scares me, and it should sure as heck scare you too, because you do not want to be in the wrong will. You do not want to be stepping out and doing the path that he has not called you to. It's going to be wasting your time, and you're not going to be fulfilling the purpose that he has planted for you on this earth. It's just so important. And I think sometimes to resolve that, we can just be patient. And it's hard. Being patient is hard. Oh my gosh, it is not easy. It's so difficult. And there's so many different routes you can take in life, and there's so many distractions, and it's like, what are you getting distracted on, that we can cut out, so that way you don't get distracted with that anymore. It's like, are you filling your head with all this reality TV garbage, and it's making you feel like you have to make a certain money or do a certain way to fit in with the world? It's like, no, like, you need to make sure that you're doing what you need to be doing, not because like the TV says that you should, but because in your heart that's where you're being called to be. But what else? Yeah, so that's kind of how my walk's been going. I've just been kind of like wondering what is next for me with that. It's like, am I supposed to move? Am I supposed to get my esthetician license? Or I don't know how I'm gonna work out the music ministry thing yet, and it's just tough because it's like, people are like, you're young and stuff. It's like, I know I'm young. I'm 22 years old, but I just want to be where God wants me to be. Like, I just want to be doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I just want to be pressing into him. And I love sharing the word of Jesus. Like, and I know I can do that in my own work setting, and I do. Like, I play like worship music whenever I do like the services on my clients and all that stuff. And I know that's like seeds being planted and all that awesome stuff, but it's just like, there's just a difference between, being in the area that you're called to, versus forcing a way. Not that I feel like I'm forcing my own way, because I know that God will show me, but sometimes it's really hard, and there are silent seasons. And just remember to not give up, and whenever you're in that silent season, what are you doing? Are you still growing? Are you still striving to be that Proverbs 31 woman? Okay? It says, which I encourage you to do, I'm just going to read some of it, because, like, that's what I want to be. Like, I want to be a Proverbs 31 woman, so it's like, that's why I want to make sure that I'm following the will that God has for my life, because I want to make sure that I'm doing all these things to be the best godly woman that I can be. It says, okay, so Proverbs, it says, I always talk about Proverbs 31, I just love it. Who can find a virtuous and capable wife? She is more precious than rubies. Her husband can trust her, and she will greatly enrich his life. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. She finds wool and flax and busily spins it. So that's the thing. Are you finding things? Are you finding wool and flax? Are you busily spinning it? Like, obviously, like, that's literally, and, it's an example. Are you finding things? Are you doing things? Are you busy? Are you spinning it? Are you making it into a piece of clothing? Are you forming something into a business? Are you forming something into, are you multiplying what you've been given? Excuse me. She finds one flax and busily spins it. She is like a merchant's ship, bringing her food from afar. She gets up before dawn to prepare breakfast for her household and plan the day's work for her servant girls. So it's like, what are you doing with your time? Proverbs 31 woman is not lazy. It's like, are we being lazy? Am I being lazy? Are you being lazy? It's like, should you be getting up after this video and going to find a job? You should be getting up after this video or trying to better yourself in whatever way God's individually telling you, because how he's going to tell you is going to be different than what he tells me to do. Similar things, but different detailed things, because our lives are different. Where we're placed on this earth is different. Your strengths are different than my strengths. And I'm not good at math. You might be really good at math, and I can't even do 4 plus 4. Well, I can, that's 8, but it's besides the point. So, okay, this is really important. So, she goes to inspect a field and buys it with her earnings and plants a vineyard. So it's like, what are you doing? Are you taking a loan out for school, and multiplying that money by, getting a job and being loyal to where you're at and all that stuff? Or are you in debt because you went on a shopping spree you couldn't afford? It's like, what are you doing? It's like Jesus is giving you this. He's going to give you 10 cents. And whenever he comes back for it, he wants it to be grown. Not in a worldly money way, but just because he's given us certain talents. He's given us certain desires. He's given us certain strengths. And we have to grow those and utilize those, or else we're going to be like a plant that's not watered and has no sun. We're going to die. And we're not going to be multiplying and growing ourselves. And that's the whole thing, is we have to grow ourselves. God is first, yes, but he wants us to better ourselves in every area too. We need to clean up our mind and our actions. So she is energetic and strong and a hard worker. So women can be hardworking too. That's not just for the men. Like, we might not be as physically strong as a man, but we can be very strong in our minds, and we can be very strong in what we're doing. And then there is she makes sure her dealings are profitable. Her lamp burns late until the night. So it's like, she gets up early, she rises early, and she goes to bed late because she's working and she's preparing food and she's taking care of her family and she's buying all this stuff and multiplying it, and she has servant girls to help her, and she has a family and a husband, and she has all this stuff going on, and she manages it well because she's good, because she has a good relationship with the Lord, because her channel with Christ doesn't depend on her channel with someone else. So if you have a friend or a boyfriend and then that relationship gets cut off, your relationship with Christ isn't going to be affected because that channel is separate. So it's your relationship. So my relationship with Christ has nothing to do with my relationship with my friend or a boyfriend or family member. It might make you affect how you feel about it, but it has nothing to do. So like, I'm not going to cut God off because one of my friends, doesn't talk to me anymore, or whatever the case is. So my walk lately, to go back to the question, has been a series of trying to steep into God's word with what he says a godly woman should be, while finding out where he wants me next in my walk. I'm not exactly sure what that means. I have a feeling there's going to be a change coming up. I don't know what it is, but we will see. So if you guys could keep that in your prayers for me, that would be awesome. And then if you guys have any prayer requests or video requests or anything, or life requests or any other video requests, I don't know, let me know. And I will do my best to make them. I'm going to try to see if one of my graphic design friends will help me out with some videos, because I want these videos to be really nice for you guys, just because I want it to be a cool thing for you guys to come to and watch. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Let me know if you have any questions, like I already said. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!